Now, in Korean society, there has always been a thin line between discipline and abuse when it comes to physical punishment. But whether thin or thick, that line will now come with a hefty sentence. Our Kwon Soa has more.
The Korean public was outraged earlier this year over a series of cases in which women physically abused their stepdaughters to death. Despite the severity of their actions, the two offenders were punished with 10 and 15 years in prison, respectively. The cases and others like them prompted the country to strengthen the laws against child abuse. Before the law was revised, people found guilty of abusive actions that resulted in the death of a child received a minimum of 3 years in prison with the possibility of suspended sentence. Under the new law, a convicted offender will get a minimum 5-year sentence and could face life in prison. A parent who physically harms their child could also have their parental rights deprived, and the punishments for child care workers who are found guilty of violent acts will be strengthened. Adults who suspect abuse will now be required by law to report their suspicions to police or relevant agencies. Those in positions of power, such as teachers and child care workers, will face fines of up to 5 million won, or roughly $4,800 for failing to do so. Child welfare experts welcome the changes, but say cooperation with related organizations will be necessary for them to be effective. They also point out that there is a lack of manpower at child protection centers in the nation. Kwon Soa, Arirang News.